What really happened at Lamine Yamal's controversial birthday party? Lamine Yamal's 18th birthday was supposed to be legendary. A luxury yacht, a mafia theme, a guest list full of A-list performers, influencers, and football royalty. It had all the makings of an unforgettable night. But somewhere between the designer suits and the champagne flutes, something strange happened, something shady. Now there are bombshell allegations, a government investigation, and whispers of exploitation, secret deals, and a party that might have crossed a dangerous line. And this isn't just about Lamine Yamal. From cheating scandals to leaked videos, we're looking at 10 shocking moments where footballers' private lives exploded into full-blown public disasters. And of course, we're starting right here, with the story that has Spain talking. 1. The glamorous setup. July 12th. Spain's youngest football superstar had just turned 18. He wasn't just a kid prodigy anymore, he was a full-grown man, a millionaire, and now the proud owner of Barcelona's mythical number 10 jersey, the one worn by Messi, the one worn by Ronaldinho. To celebrate, Yamal pulled out all the stops. He rented a private yacht and an estate in the quiet town of Olivella, just outside Barcelona. Mafia-themed dress code, top-tier food, champagne towers, Latin pop stars, football legends, influencers, models. It looked like something out of a Netflix movie, but behind the glam, something didn't feel right. 2. Claudia Calvo's explosive claim. Claudia Calvo, a Spanish model and former Miss Spain, posted a story that made people stop scrolling. She said she'd been contacted by someone organizing Yamal's party, but they weren't just inviting her, they wanted her help recruiting a group of girls. 12 of them to be exact, all blonde, all with specific breast sizes. The offer? $17,500. No clear explanation of what the girls were expected to do, just that they'd need to be there. No contracts, no guarantees. Calvo said it felt off, really off, and she warned others to stay far away. At first, people weren't sure what to make of it, but that was just the beginning. 3. The dwarfism controversy blows up. Days after the party, a new claim hit the headlines, and this one was even more explosive. A disability rights group in Spain called ADI released a public statement condemning the party. Why? They said the event hired people with dwarfism solely for entertainment purposes, to walk around, to be laughed at, to be part of the attraction. ADI called it degrading, outdated, and deeply offensive. Their president, Carolina Puente, said, "It's unacceptable in the 21st century that people with dwarfism are still used as amusement in private parties, especially when public figures like Lamine Yamal are involved." It hit a nerve, fast. 4. The government steps in. The reaction wasn't just online outrage. Jesus Martín Blanco, the head of Spain's Ministry of Social Rights, stepped in personally. He demanded a full investigation. In his words, "This kind of thing takes us back to medieval times. It objectifies people and sets a dangerous example for young fans." He contacted the National Office for the Fight Against Hate Crimes. He contacted the General Prosecutor, and he made it clear, this party wasn't going to be swept under the rug. 5. Is it actually illegal? Now here's where things get complicated. Spain does have a law that protects people with disabilities from being used as mockery or comic relief in public or private events. Anything that disrespects human dignity is technically banned. But there's a catch. There's no actual criminal penalty. Not yet. At the time of the party, the law had no teeth. No fines, no jail time, no civil liability. But that's changing. A new reform has just passed the first stage of approval. If it goes through Parliament, it could mean fines of up to 1 million euros for serious offenses. And if that happens fast enough, Lamine Yamal could be the first test case. 6. Yamal breaks his silence. With the scandal now making international headlines, the press caught up with Yamal a few days later at a Barcelona event celebrating his new contract. Did he apologize? Nope. Did he deny the claims? Not exactly. Did he explain what happened? Not at all. Instead, when asked about the controversy, he said this: "Honestly, both criticisms and praise. If they don't come from my family or people close to me, I'm indifferent." And he added, "I enjoy my life outside of the training ground, and that's it." It was a cold response, and it shocked a lot of people. Some called it confidence, others called it arrogance. Either way, it was a response no one saw coming. 7. The fan backlash and support. Online, fans were completely divided. Some said, "He's young, let him live, it's a birthday party." Others called it tone-deaf, immature, even dangerous. The fact that Yamal now wears the same number Messi did, that he's being groomed as Barca's next icon, only added to the pressure. After all, when you become a symbol, your actions stop being private. Even your birthday party can spark a national crisis. 8. The bigger pattern in football. This isn't the first time a young football star has landed in trouble for what happens off the pitch. Think about it. Benjamin Mendy, accused of serious crimes, suspended for years. Mason Greenwood, explosive allegations that shattered his career trajectory. Neymar, constant scandals, lawsuits, and bizarre party stories. Ronaldo's old leaked footage. Benzema's blackmail case. Paul Pogba's extortion case. The list goes on. What do they all have in common? Money, fame, youth, and very little accountability.
9. Consent versus exploitation. A tough question. One argument in Yamal's defense is this: what if the performers were hired willingly? What if they were paid, signed contracts, and chose to attend? It's a valid question. But ADEE argues that it's not about the individuals, it's about the message. That dwarfism should never be the basis for comic relief. That even if someone agrees to play the role, the system itself is broken. Where do we draw the line? At what point does entertainment become exploitation? 10. The price of fame. Yamal's not a criminal. He may not have even organized the party details himself. But this scandal shows just how fast things can spiral when you're in the spotlight. One decision, one photo, one headline. That's all it takes to go from rising star to national scandal. And when you carry the weight of a number like number 10 on your back, people expect more than just good footwork. They expect responsibility. Final thoughts. This was supposed to be a celebration, a coming-of-age moment for Spain's newest star. Instead, it became one of the most talked about scandals in Spanish football. But here's the bigger question. Is this a cautionary tale or just a preview of what's to come? Because when fame hits at 18 and no one tells you no, what happens next? What do you think? Did Yamal really cross a line, or is this all being blown out of proportion? Drop your take in the comments below. If you want more deep dives like this, scandals, controversies, and stories they don't show on the highlight reels, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And trust us, you won't believe what's coming in the next one.